What's up, bums? I liked this week's episode of Parasyte, but I felt as if, in a sense, it kind of felt a little rushed. I'm talking about this not really in a sense of pacing, but as in a sense of how fast we were transitioning into different scenes. I felt as if there were, like, no really transition scenes. It was just kind of like, we're in one scenario, now we're in the next scenario, now we're at the next scenario, kind of like the first episode of Jinsei, but not to that degree. So that kind of threw me off, but that was really my only big concern. I will say that it was pretty censored this episode, but it wasn't necessarily like Tokyo Ghoul level. My problem with censors are when it's pretty much impossible to see the screen or anything else that's going on the screen because the censors block everything. But in this episode, that wasn't really an issue because you could still see and interpret what happened, regardless of how censored it was. And yes, it was censored, but it wasn't, like I said, to the degree that like Tokyo Ghoul was in the first season. I do like that Shinichi is about to be humanized again. I think that's really good in terms of character development. I also have a theory that the baby that, what's her name? Ryota, or whatever the hell her name is, Mamiya Ryoka, one of those, you know, the first villain. I have a feeling her baby is going to end up being kind of in the same place that the baby was in Urari and Nomago, if you've ever watched that, where the baby ends up becoming the real main villain, which ends up being like a god. And I have a sense that that's what, not necessarily what the baby's going to become a god, but I have a sense that the baby is going to end up becoming the main villain of the series, the last person they're going to have to take down in order to unite parasites and humans. Fuck wasn't that nigga wearing clothes for when he was playing the piano? It legit just seemed awkward just to be awkward, no reason for it. The Parasite's running animation when he was originally chasing Shinichi was absolutely hilarious. It was so bad and the depth of field was nowhere. Oh, it was so bad. I do have to say that the OST this episode was really not used properly. At first it was, but then when they started playing that funky music during the chase scene, it just made no sense whatsoever. It was just like when Tokyo ESP played the jazz when there was a middle of a fight or controversy going on. It made no sense. It really threw off the mood in that sense, and that was my main problem. But other than that, yeah, I think this was a pretty good episode in terms of story and stuff. The Madhouse animation budget, we don't have to talk about anything there, except with the running scene. There were CGI people at the beginning. Don't act like I didn't see them, but they were only there for one scene. I can't complain. Actually, I can complain, but I won't. I also gotta say that I would have never predicted 3 parasites living in the same body, because I completely forgot the idea that parasites could share a host, but having 3 of them, I never thought about that. That's a really interesting concept. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.